Welcome back to the Champ Outdoors. So y'all, I got a confession with you to make with y'all. I'd say love fishing, love bass fishing, love tournament fishing. I was fishing around for the rise of it, but I gotta admit to y'all, I have never caught a fish using an Alabama rig. So today, I'm planning on trying to change that. That's why we're out here on the pond today. It's finally warming up here. And this pond hasn't been fished since probably last fall, last summer. So it's not like the fish are gonna be fatigued or pressured, anything like that. And I'm gonna break down throwing an Alabama rig today till I try, with the hopes of throwing it till I catch a fish with it. Like I said, haven't been able to do it. I've had fish in this pond bite on anything and everything before. So, like I said, I'm gonna get that monkey off my back today. That, I'd like to thank Stat Outdoors for sponsoring this week's video. Check them down in the link below to get 10% off when you subscribe to a pro membership using my code. Yeah, I say, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel grow a lot. It means the world to me. And with that, I'll get to fishing. So I almost took a burn your boats mentality today. I couldn't quite bring myself to do it because I want to catch some fish for sure. So I do have a backup lure, just in case. But yep, so we got 5-wire umbrella rig, same one I throw out on the lake. And yeah, we'll see how we can do. I mean, it looks good coming through the water. Say, water still feels fairly cold here, but try to get up a little higher. So I'm just kind of chunking and winding it. Hoping to trigger something. I'm basically just fan casting here. Got the wind blowing into my face, which should push the fish this way. Yeah, like I said, we'll stay here for a bit, and we just get absolutely skunked. We'll probably move around, try to get the wind to our back. Let's see if we can't make some longer lobs of a cast and just cover a little bit more water. Wrapped up here. Oh, that caught the wind. And whirl. Dragging some junk here. So like I said, today's just dedicated on trying to get that first fish on an A-rig. Like I said, we may have to move with the wind to our back so we can kind of cover some more water with this. There we go. Got my first fish on one. All right. First A-rig fish ever. All right. Not a monster by any means, but it's the first one. So I guess you could say that is definitely a PB for A-rig. Little guy, but yep. We'll get a few pictures for a thumbnail and go from there. All right, now we got that monkey off our back. Let's just see how well they are biting. Put him back, let him swim off. So, because the water's pretty clear, we're gonna bust out the back here just to see how well they are biting. So here I got just like a 1/4 ounce jig with actually, what is it, the Dugan rattling trunk trailer. I brought it just in case I was really struggling to get a bite today. But since we got our first A-rig fish out of the way, I just want to see how well they're biting. You know, jig is one of my old school confidence lures. It's interesting. It really almost felt hung up on that A-rig bite. So I don't think they're quite up shallow yet. But up there. There we go. Little one. But I felt him just kind of pick it up. Not very awake. Let's say they're still cold and going fairly slow right now. Alright, looks like they are wanting to eat though. There we go. Another little guy, but you know, making do. So it feels like there's some fish out there kind of towards the middle where there is a little bit deeper water. Yep, there's one hitting it. There we go. Not the strongest hook set, but I don't think it needed to be. Ooh, he's digging. Get out here. Ah, because it wasn't a bass. Now how's that for something interesting? Yeah. How are you hooked? There we go. Dang, through twice, like. So yeah, I think what, probably pumpkin seed or something. But yeah, pretty good size. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, about the size of my hand. So I mean, honestly, I thought that was what we were going to get on the album. So that was what I thought we were going to get hit with on the Alabama rig, honestly. Granted, I've never really seen bluegill or, you know, sunfish like that hit an Alabama rig. They're heavy, but I think we're just dragging through stuff, so we'll just give it a pop. Yep. I mean, like I said, I'm really surprised I never seen anybody. Yep, there's a fish. Still got it. Yep. Nope, missed him. Dang. My skirt busted, so we'll basically just go minimalist with this, with just a jig head and a chunk trailer. I think we can still get big because it's got a rattle in it, and you know, just not quite as bulky. One was fine that, but didn't quite pick it up. So yeah, our jig may be done. Still has a rattle in it though. So now we're just kind of I'm not quite swimming. I'm kind of hopping and popping. There we go. That one's a little bit more aggressive. So that one hit it while I was popping it. But yep.
Check the mic
okay.
Make sure it sound right, boys.
So we caught some fish. I think it's time to move on over to where we can make some longer casts and throw the A-rig more. Alright, so we've moved over to another part of the pond where we got the wind to our back. Basically almost straight across from where we were fishing. Because we're going to get the Alabama rig back out. Like I said, now I've caught fish number one with it. I definitely want to catch some more. So from the jig, it really felt like the fish were a little deeper there, hitting it when they're hitting it on the fall when it's fairly close to the bottom. I think that's just pulling into mud there. Yeah. One, 1002, 3, 1004, 1005. There we're coming to vegetation. Yeah, we're hitting bottom, probably a little bit of both, but so right now I'm trying to pop it up over all these pads to, you know, just avoid getting it stuck up a little bit. And we won't let it sink, we'll just kind of go to kind of working it like a slow rolled spinner bait. Yep, we got some. We're pulling in all kinds of Now, as you can see, the got full lily pad.
Sound right, boy.
Come on, get off there. Yep, lily pads get a little heavy when you're pulling them through like that. I mean, for something a little more aggressive. It's like usually fish in this pond are fairly aggressive. I mean, especially for moving baits and things like that. Oop, that was a fish. There, I just ticked the top of the very top of some vegetation. Ooh, that's not good. Had a little bit of issue with my line on the spool there. I got a swim bait messed up. There we go. Let's try to go just a little bit more on the shallow side over here. Okay, come on, let's get fish number 2 on this thing. Oh, like I said, I've never had much luck on an Alabama rig, and thought I did. So basically right now I'm working this a little quick. There we go. Oh, missed him. Kind of working it like a swim jig. Oh, I guess I am swimming it, is what I should say, but yeah. Instead of dragging hops, I'm just kind of popping it up in the water column. Letting the flippers and the rattle do all the work, or do as much work as possible. The problem is it's getting kind of worn out. The big reason I'm working like a swim jig is wind's strong enough that it's hard to keep a bow out of my line. Kind of dead sticking and working on the bottom and watching for them to pick it up. I've also been expecting most of my bites to come kind of in the suspended in the middle of the water column on the fall. Well, I'm just when I'm not swimming it. That's kind of why I thought I'd do a little better with the Alabama rig out here today. let's fish. Oh, let go, brother. Say, water's still cold and they're not very active, but that one felt like I just slammed it into something. There we go. There's fish. All right. And there we go. Little guy, but you know, something in the day on. Got a little bit of full belly on. Yep, we'll put him back in the water. Okay. And there it goes. Alright, so that's gonna do it for this week on Champ Outdoors. Yeah, I mentioned a couple weeks ago I got some things in life happening, so it's kind of why we were out here today on the pond instead of out on the lake. And yeah, been a busy week. Things been an interesting week, but yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today, going fishing. Hope you learned something. Hey, you got to see me break one of my PBs. I say, at least for an Alabama rig. I mean, yeah, it's not much, but first fish I ever caught on one. Finally, just had to dedicate some time and give myself the best odds. You know, sometimes you just gotta do that to build up confidence. Yeah, today was just kind of a fun day, fun afternoon, just to do a little filming, do a little fishing. Yeah, like I said, as always, I'd like to thank Stad Outdoors for sponsoring this week's video. I'd like to thank all my subscribers and everybody who may be tuning in after last week's video. Y'all kind of made that one blow up a bit, and I appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, my advice to you is if you have a place where you can build confidence in a lure, go do it. It'll help you out when you go someplace else, just knowing what that bite feels like, knowing that you can catch a fish on it, and what a fish feels like. Yeah, with that, please like, comment, subscribe as always. I'll catch you next week on the Champ Outdoors.